listening to The Water Cooler on Podcast One.
Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie still has the same top pros and reviews you've counted on for more than 20 years. Only now, you'll also get access to all the tools you need to make your home a happy place. Inside, outside, big or small, Angie helps you find the right solution for whatever you need done, all from your phone. It's simple to find upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. You can even search pricing guides to see what others paid for similar jobs and easily compare quotes from top local pros to make sure you're getting a fair price. From lawn care to repairing the AC to the project of your dreams, Angie has your home projects handled from start to finish. Plus, when you book and pay through Angie, they'll cover your project up to the full purchase price plus limited damage protection with their happiness guarantee. Make your home an Angie home. Check out Angie.com today. And for more on the happiness guarantee, go to Angie.com/happiness-guarantee.htm.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is the only bed that effortlessly adjusts in response to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. During our lowest prices of the season, the new Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is only $8.99. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Water cooler. Water cooler. Water cooler.
Oh, yeah, it's Water Cooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Corolla digital buds like Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
This is not bad. Gary Smith.
What's up?
Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
And Mike Dawson.
Hey, Park Ranger.
Hey, me and Dawson are back, everybody. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We missed you. You missed a great one.
I know. We
Best
missed
show ever.
Quite possibly. We were just saying.
I'm not there.
It's so funny the way it works that way.
Yeah. You know, it's not really for us to say, but some have said.
Yeah.
Time will really be the true judge.
Well, it always is.
It always is.
That's why I keep thinking that Lake Arrowhead episode could still rise.
Yeah. I re-listened to it. It won't.
Well, it's good to be back. We missed you guys.
We missed you too.
Dawson and I bro down pretty hard.
Good times.
Did you have some?
No.
I did actually. They had
some claw.
They had claws at the clodge.
They did have. I saw that there were some claws in the green room basket in Anchorage too.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah, exactly. So
You telling me you guys didn't see one bear claw?
No, but I came home with a moose tooth.
Ooh. You weren't supposed to say that, Dawson. I thought it was a secret tooth.
No, it's a secret where it came from.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's not a secret, but I have it.
Did it come from a bear?
Which moose, Gary?
Yeah, exactly. That's where it lines the question.
That's true. That's very true. Well,
Now, Anchorage green room claw. That's a good claw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you guys are talking. We'll get into it in a little bit about what you guys were talking about last show. But yeah. So long story short, Dawson and I missed last week because we were in Alaska for like 5-6 days.
We're in Alaska, completely shut off from reality for 3.5 days.
No signal.
No TVs.
Off the grid.
Sounds kind of awesome.
The closest we got to any media was we did go fishing. I don't know. I forget what day it was, but I brought my UE Boom speaker,
Bluetooth speaker,
and my old iPod. And we listened to Miles Davis and John Coltrane while we fished for salmon out in the middle of Alaska.
Why?
Because fish dig jazz.
Dawson, that was Dawson's motto all weekend. Fish dig jazz.
I got to do a quick tech talk here. You had to have plugged that in if it was an old iPod, right?
Yeah.
You guys use like a line.
It's a Bluetooth speaker, but you have the auxiliary line.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm.
Hey, Gary, I motioned that to you. You just had to bring it up.
I thought you were doing the sex motion.
Yeah, well, do that.
You're like, yeah, dude, we got laid when we were fishing.
That's why I was confused. I always do that to Matt every show. I always do the sex motion, so Matt thought it was
the usual.
Was fine. Yeah, Matt. Well, okay, we'll go on as normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dawson and I went fishing. We caught some sockeye.
I saw you holding some really impressive fish.
Oh, Dawson got the biggest fish.
Yeah?
Yeah. But yeah, we both caught pretty big fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ones that you caught were still big when other people held them?
I think I caught the biggest female. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris.
What?
That was a Gary talk. You didn't catch the biggest female.
I did catch the biggest female.
Yeah. What was that like? Did you go, sure, I'll dance?
Those fish pulled, though, man. It was a struggle. I was in there for an hour before, and we're waist deep in the water, just standing there in a river.
Yeah.
And just casting out perpendicular to the stream, watching it flow down.
We're anglers.
That sounds cold. I saw
there.
pictures of you guys, and you guys looked bundled up.
It looked cold.
We were bundled up. Like I would wear
It
my
wasn't
jeans and just like regular clothes, like a shirt, jacket, jeans, and then we put on these things called waders, which is like those overalls that go up to your chest and they're rubber, and you put you just step into those, and they have water shoes already at the bottom of them, and then you put those into boots.
Okay.
So I mean, you
But
get
do those
out of
keep
you get
you
out
warm?
of you're dry, you're warm, you're fine.
It depends on what you got underneath. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the water pressure, like when you go in, the water pressure would kind of push it all onto your legs, and it actually felt kind of nice. It was like
a little hug.
Yeah, a little hug.
I got dragged downriver
Much bigger hug.
about 50 yards.
It's gonna be a blues
catching
song.
one fish.
Really? You just
These
had to
fish
keep
were
following
strong, dude. I tore up my knuckles a little bit on the reel.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
But I kind of fell in and got water inside of me.
That had to have been a little chilly.
Yeah, you're out there. You didn't complain. Nobody complained.
Jen
once.
had a
was a superstar.
Jen had a hole in her sock, like her water sock. So,
So her feet were wet the whole time.
Wow.
Guess how many
What a
times she
trooper.
talked about it?
Zero.
Well, at least
Zero.
once, because you heard about it.
I heard about it after the fact.
Oh, okay.
She didn't say one word
just saying.
while we're standing in the water.
She
She was a
wanted
real
to
champ.
fish.
She wouldn't have told anybody.
Yeah.
Well, no, she had to alert the lodge so that
Jen.
someone
I love
else
you.
didn't suffer that.
Yeah.
I like Dawson's spin on it.
Yeah.
She's a humanitarian
Yeah, no, that's
at
good.
the end of the thing. She wants to protect those
Exactly.
that will come
Right.
after her.
And then she got
She's like,
crucified.
I experienced this part of it, and it was not fun. I hope no one else has to.
Yeah, but it was like the closest thing to just a true vacation that I've had in a long time, where it's just
Same here.
you and nature, like
Were you able to-
360 degrees, and as far as the eye can see, and like you're in the only thing that has been touched by man, the boat. Like everything else, it's just nature. There's no lodge. Like it's all just trees and river and huge skies and animals, and just the sound of it was incredible. It was nothing like I've ever experienced. Like I thought I've seen nature. I didn't before this trip like this.
As quiet as it was nature was very loud. When you're sitting out there on that dock, you hear the river, you hear the wind through the trees. There was a lot of fucking noise.
Yeah.
It was by no means quiet, but it was a different kind of loud.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, that sounds a lot like what I experienced when I went to Montana earlier.
No, it was better.
No, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. I'm very sure. Was it jarring for you as it was for me when you came back to LAX?
Oh yeah,
It's
it
like
was.
you hit LAX, and I mean, when I hit it, it was like there was a lot of stuff going on, so there was just people everywhere. But it is jarring.
Yeah, I'm still kind of feeling that. Like even just looking around and just seeing like the buildings and the cabling and all that. Like
I tried to wear the bear suit today to work to make you guys
Yeah, I
feel
thought you were gonna do that.
more at home.
I know. I thought you were gonna do that. Is it? It's still dirty.
Yeah, from last year.
I know. I remember. But we had a great trip. I'm sure you'll hear about it as the shows progress and everything. I don't want to do it. If you want to hear a recap, we did on the Adam Carolla show. Pretty good.
That was Adam's trip, though. I want to hear about your trip.
Chris and I had so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pictures that I took that I'll post.
Well,
You're putting it up right now.
Smile
Oh, look at
on
that
our
one.
faces.
That's what I think, Doss.
Oh, and that
Let's
one.
save it for
Can you-
Patreon.
And that one.
No, we're not going to do it
Yeah,
on
let's save it
Patreon.
for
I actually
Patreon.
have a bunch of
If
stuff I
people
have to
wanna
get to on
see it.
Patreon, so we can't do it on Patreon. But if you would zoom in on the corner right there, that's probably a really
There's
good shot of
nothing.
a
There's
bear.
nothing there. There's nothing there.
Where can people see this?
Oh,
YouTube.com?
you
Got some great shots of bears
follow us
too.
on
There's this
Instagram.
one point. I'll get this video up there. I think it's a small enough size, but
I think it's right there right now.
There was
Just go
one
ahead.
bear.
Just go ahead.
It is not. You
Weird,
cannot
Galen,
see
you're
the
right.
video in
Is
the
that a
YouTube
usable
video.
link that sends you to a different
All you're
place?
seeing is just the legs of the table, Gary's Nikes. There's nothing there.
Anyway, bears chased each other. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment of fear, or was it just all wonder?
No, it was all wonder.
Wonder.
Yeah.
I was never. Probably for a second, just like right when we first heard about the bears when we were fishing, and the guides that were with us were like, "Yeah, bears come out all the time. Just be careful, and like if a bear comes out, just say "Hey bear" loud and talk, and because the human voice kind of deters bears.
We're standing in the water fishing
Yeah.
on the edge of some island, and every now and then somebody go, "Hey bear, hey bear," and then the guide would be like, "Is there a bear?" No.
We just
say
that.
Just making sure.
That's like the
what
boy who cried wolf or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but you don't know if a bear is there.
If you hear
and the
rustling
idea
at all,
is the bear does not want to be surprised by you. So you need to tell him you're there.
Yeah. But
or her.
It happened so often to where there were
Respect all
other
women.
parties. There were other parties at the lodge, and we go like, "Oh, how was your guys' day fishing?" And they said, "We've been running for bears all day." Like it really is just that natural to where you would just see bears. Just if you're fishing, they would pop up behind you because they could go through any trees, any shrub, no matter how dense you think it is. They just go right through it. They're just such power.
They're bears.
Yeah, they're bears.
Yeah,
it's like they run through the river. And there's a strong current, and they run like these brown bears can run up to 35 miles an hour. And when they're running, and we saw a few of them run at each other, the current, nothing. The river did not matter.
Dude, the speed of bears is terrifying. Like, it's easy to say 35 miles an hour, but go in your car right now at 35 miles an hour. Like,
dude, I went
so scary.
We had ATVs, and I was going just in an ATV. I hit 30, and I felt like I was going 80.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I flew on those ATVs. Me and Sonny went out riding ATVs, and I just gunned it, went as fast as I freaking could.
Yeah,
going through all these branches. Not anyway.
Yeah.
So I'd get to a point where then the road would bend off. We could either go right or left, and I'm like, and then I'd pull over and wait for Sonny.
Oh, that's good of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, it's 5 minutes.
Can't just leave the
I'd
boss's son.
I'd smoke a whole cigarette until then Sonny finally got there. I'm like, all right, and I go again down to the next road as fast as I can.
Yeah. So no fear, even in those moments when you're just flying through the branches as fast as humanly possible.
The one time
divot can knock you off.
The one time I felt fear was when I tried to film it. And you definitely don't want to have one hand on the. You learned this.
I learned that.
I thought about that too. When we were doing
except
it.
I still had my throttle hand on. So I'm hitting the throttle and trying to film with my phone with this hand. And got going really fast and saw that I could easily lose control and eat major shit.
Yeah,
that's scary.
I tried to keep my hat from falling off, and I took my hand off to put it on top of my head. And I kind of did that weird jerk motion because I lost control, and I thought, that's what happened to Matt.
That's how I almost died.
That's how Matt almost died.
But the best part, I mean, honestly, the funnest part of the whole damn trip was being able to play music. I played a couple of songs the first night. The lodge owner introduced me to the guy and said, "Hey, Dawson plays. Dawson should play some songs." I'm like, "I'll play a couple songs." So that turned into the next night, Chris and I both had to do half-hour sets. For the next 3 nights, we were essentially on the bill after we ate dinner.
Cool.
And
those are rock stars.
Sounds awesome.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Nice people up there. Everyone enjoy you guys?
The nicest.
Yeah,
that's
great. Staff
great.
was great. Everybody, check out King Salmon Lodge. Everybody,
a lot of barking.
And if we're lucky, no, but there may be a chance to do some barking because there's a way. There's a way that Chris and I can. I don't know about you guys. But Chris and I can go back up there and trade some stays.
Fucking mean tambourine, man. Do not sleep on that.
No, actually, the lodge owner said it really, really concisely. He said, "I can't bring bands up here because I can't pay for 5-6 people." He's like, "But you and Chris, we can
So
cover.
he specifically excluded us. That's very cool.
You know what? Listen, we can handle the show if you guys are going to go again. Don't worry. 3 of us got it under control. Am I right? Am I right, Keelan?
Of course.
Of course you do.
Just like last week.
In fact,
Best show ever.
Best
One
show
of.
ever.
Up there.
Oh,
You got one more in there for me?
Yeah, I do.
the other thing is he does see the value in having people from the Adam Carolla show up there.
Right. Just
So-
those two
Of
specifically.
course, we could try to work. Of course, we would try to work something out, but
Oh, that's kind of you.
I don't know that. I
That
don't know
butt
that
right
would
there,
work.
Kalen, that would be your ticket.
It was a trip of a lifetime: fishing, riding ATVs, shooting guns. I basically told Jen, like, you're at a bachelor party. Like, this is just a big bachelor party, but she had a blast. And
I don't want to put any pressure on you, but before the mics heated up, we were talking about how you had your own Shea experience.
I
good
did.
food experience. I'm just saying I don't have anything prepared, but maybe later in the show we could do a Shay, Chris, and you could talk about some amazing Alaskan food because I would love to hear about it.
We can absolutely do that. We could, if you don't mind passing the tiki torch of Shay Fond du Lac, then
tiki torch,
blowtorch. I don't know.
No, tiki torch is great.
No, because tiki torch has a stigma of...
Oh, that's right. That's dangerous.
I don't like that.
That's right. My neighbor...
North Carolina.
My neighbor just bought
Virginia,
a single...
Virginia, whatever.
News Nook. Can you please play it?
So,
he doesn't have it.
My neighbor just got a tiki torch. Well, he got it like a few years ago, but then everyone's like, oh, you can't light that. You can't have that here because it has that stigma. Well, yesterday I went over to his house, and he had the tiki torch out because there were mosquitoes. And he's like, if I light this, it could help. Is it okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think you could light it. And he lit it, and it was nice. So I think we're coming back.
Fine.
I think we're coming back.
We got to get back.
What I will say then, I'm not passing the tiki torch. I want to pass you the Indiana Jones oil-covered rag on fire torch. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that's very nice.
You're handing Chris a rag on a stick.
That's
on fire.
I should really talk to you before I say things out loud.
I think John Rambo had a better one.
Yeah, that was a good one
get
too.
To it. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do a Shay with me and Dawson.
Yeah,
and
I'd love to
Alaska
hear it.
Foods because we got a lot to talk about. But you guys did a great job on the show. And do you mind if we get to some comments here?
We'd love to.
I would love to hear
it. Do it.
And we missed you.
We missed. Look, Dawson, I missed you too, and we missed being on the show. By the way, a lot of people barking at us at Anchorage at Coots. I got a lot of barks.
There were lots of barks. Good.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to everybody. Or maybe that's just how people in Anchorage say hi to each other. I don't know. Very true as well. So
News Nook.
But yeah, we did get a lot of barks. So thank you very much. But anyway, let's get to it. Some comments from last week's show.
Now it's time for
Yes, we are going to start with my comments. I listened to your show, and I do think you guys did just an excellent job. There's some things I absolutely want to chime in on, and Dawson too. He was chomping at the
I was
bit.
wrapped with attention.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So let's start this off. It's the very beginning of the show.
Oh, you have clips.
Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Kalen, that was a very good. What's going on? A little too happy.
He brought the energy.
Yeah,
Why? Did you
I was
have
bringing the energy?
Because you were happy that we were gone, or was it because you thought you needed to help these guys out?
Sure.
Sure, what?
You're not starting to fight with us. Keelan did a great job.
You did do a great job. I thought.
Thank you.
But yeah, you just seemed a little too happy that Dawson and I were not here.
What, I can't be happy.
You can be happy.
You're angry that I'm happy.
I
That's
thought
not very
that
nice
too. I'm like,
of you.
maybe he's
just taking umbrage with your happiness.
Yeah. Chris
Maybe
doesn't
he's
like
just
my happiness.
He thinks
That's
himself.
what I'm getting out of this.
Look, it's the key 3 right now,
that's
and
what
I
he's
have
doing.
to.
That key 3 mentality.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well,
I think you're reading.
We got
too
no
much
Dawson. We got no Chris.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Yay!
yay! Yay!
Maybe I was a little happy.
Yay! That is your. Gary's explaining that we're not here, and Calen's response is yay.
I defended you too. You were happy we weren't there.
I was just.
What is going on? Is it because I yell at you?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Yay! I was like,
Can we hear that one more time?
Sure.
We got no Dawson. We got no Chris.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Yay!
That could have been. Wait a second.
Isolated as a drop.
That could have been an ironic yay.
No, I can see both of his arms being in the air.
It could go either way.
I want that on a
You'll
device
never
I can
know.
walk around with and just play it when people say shit to me.
Well, after that, I mean, the episode is really great. I did notice this, and I was pretty happy about it.
This is episode 289, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 13. Oh, I fucked it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh
And
no!
missed a 69.
I did. I only read a 3-banger.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's no good.
That's
Can't
no
do
good,
that.
Gary.
People listening must have been like, this is an old episode.
Not as easy as it looks, is it, Gary?
I know. It's definitely not.
Yeah. They're doing the episode numbers. So anyway,
I went right over my head.
it went all over both of your
What
heads.
episode is
Probably
this one?
Keel's probably too busy just celebrating. I think
Yeah.
I think there was confetti in front of him. When
That's what it was. I was looking
Chris,
at
the
the
one
confetti.
thing I will say in my defense is I think that's the longest episode of Water Cooler we've ever done. That might be the longest sustained recording of an episode
interesting.
we've ever done.
Very true.
Well, are you going to count the movie commentaries? Because we did a 2-hour one.
No, I'm not, because I want to have the longest episode, Matt. Well,
Yeah.
not fucking
Sorry.
playing
You guys
along.
had- we
Too
had the
good.
longest.
Too good of a time.
Some say the girthiest.
Certainly the veiniest.
And let's see here. Oh, you guys are talking about Venmo requests, and I liked that. And Gary was wondering, like, what is the etiquette for getting the Venmo request on a split bill? And yeah, it is. You want at least within like an 18-hour period, just for memory, I think.
Right.
But I also want to know, what do you guys think about when you're sitting, at a dinner with your friends, and everyone just wants to divide evenly? Do you ever stop it? How because that kind of makes it easy too. Just split it 5 ways.
That's the second choice.
That the second choice?
First choice is someone else just pays for it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm at. As a younger man, I did not like that because it was often...
It did matter.
Yeah, it mattered, and often it wasn't fair to, like, an extreme degree.
There's a whole Friends episode based on it.
Sure. And that was bullshit. As I've gotten older, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's not... most of the people that I'll go out to eat with, like, I'm close friends with them. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. The only reason you'd ever say something is that if they got a lobster and you got a salad.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, dude, I'm not paying for half of your fucking lobster.
Or if that happens, or like if even if it sways a little bit more one way or the other, then somebody could say like, oh, but I'll take care of the tip or something like that, and it kind of all balances out that way.
I think $10 is a fair window either way.
I've sort of
$10 in either direction. It's just fine.
Yeah, I agree. And I've sort of realized as I've gotten older, like maybe it's just the people I choose to surround myself with. But like if I was in that scenario where somebody ordered a lobster and I ordered a salad, I feel like my friend would offer to pay because obviously that is just not fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did enjoy the Venmo stuff. So.
You want to know something I don't enjoy?
What?
Still haven't gotten the fucking Venmo request.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, update. Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
neither.
My wife asked me about it yesterday, and no, still nothing. And I'm frustrated.
I would be frustrated too.
I've
Maybe he's just taking it.
He is not. Now I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a pass because he is about to have a baby, so he's probably pretty distracted. But I'm gonna be frustrated when in a week I get a $70 Venmo request.
Yeah. I'll probably get a $40 one, though, because I'm still applying Outrest.
Yes,
Yeah.
Outrest. Correct. I'm gonna be.
Which, Dawson,
I'm gonna
if you don't know, a Venmo request, what I've started to do is if a day has gone by and you haven't Venmo requested, I'm going to knock $1 off of that payment, how much I'm willing to pay you for it.
I like that.
Yeah. And it's called, Gary came up with the term, it's Outrest.
as opposed to interest.
I like
Smart.
how Matt's
Smart. Clever all the way around. It's got a name.
Yep.
It's got a good idea.
Now Matt's loving the fact that we haven't gotten these requests because Outrest
great.
has been running in perpetuity,
baby.
So Matt's going to get a very, very small Venmo bill.
Yeah. It's too bad my friend doesn't know that this is happening.
Yeah,
He has no
that's
idea.
what I'm talking about. How Matt just proclaims, "Well, this is what I've been starting to do,"
And thus it shall be.
And thus it shall be. Like that's one time that happened to me. I was on a bachelor party on a cruise, and I was sitting at the blackjack table, and my friends were doing whatever. We all kind of split up, and I'm just sitting there, and after a hand, an ice cream cone full of ice cream just goes straight into my cheek.
Sweet.
And I turn around, and it's one of my friends, and he has ice cream all over him. And I'm like, why did you do that? And he goes, oh, we're doing this now. And then I look around, and there's like a couple other guys, and I'm like, all right. And I like collect my money, and we all go get ice cream and just start shoving it in each other's faces. That's the best. And that was his response. Oh, we're doing this now.
That's what it's like to be a dude. That's it right there. End of book.
Exactly, Joya. That right there is your son.
All right, let's see what else we got here. I like this conversation.
I'm trying to think of what is actually the best beer that you drink. There's like the concert beer, the before getting on a flight.
Yeah, what's the best beer?
Yeah, the best beer. And like Dawson, I had the before getting on a flight beer. I actually met Dawson at the bar
Those were
at the
good
airport.
beers.
Those were great beers. Dawson was doing his AMA on Twitter.
I'll tell you what the best beer is, though.
Please.
After slaying sockeye salmon, after fishing your nuts off, being back at the lodge, that's the best beer ever.
Nice.
It's post
beer.
sockeye salmon day of fishing out on some crazy Alaskan lake beer
That sounds like a great beer.
Or like
at the lodge in front of a fire.
I'm a big fan of the nature beer.
Yeah,
nature beers are
Nature beers
good.
are good.
What about being on the roof after working the whole time, then convincing the guy that let you do his taxes?
Shawshank.
That beer
Shawshank beer is great. Yeah, that is
a great beer.
I took a roof as like a house. I was like, where are they sitting on a house?
Dude,
They were enjoying those beers.
I
though.
think a post beer versus the pre-beer is always going to be better, like the post-work beer, the post-fishing beer, just like whatever you're doing that may have been strenuous, and then you just kind of get to relax and drink a beer. That beer will always taste better. Even if it's Bud Light, I think that beer will always taste better than the anticipation beer.
Really?
I'll tell you what.
You don't,
go ahead.
Even the previously discussed, like at the airport on the way to vacation.
Yeah.
You think that's okay?
Totally.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad beer. That's
I'm
a great
not saying
beer.
it's a bad beer either.
But
What's
the
a
end of the
bad
day,
beer is a question.
Warm beer.
Warm beer.
Good job. Good answer.
Super hungover beer.
That's actually pretty good beer, too.
That's not the worst
Post
beer.
party, there's still kind of half of your beer left. Beer.
Accidentally picked up one with a cigarette in it. Beer.
Yeah, there's some bad beers
Yeah.
too.
All right.
Spittoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone comment.
The dip beer.
Let us know what your bad beer beats. We want to know because
Yeah.
there are definitely some bad beers out there too.
One night this weekend, I went back to the lodge, and everybody had gone to bed, back to the bar, and I was like, shit, everyone's gone. I can't get a beer. And then I go, taps are probably on. I just went behind the bar, grabbed myself a pint glass, poured a beer.
Once again, this is KingSalmonLodge.com. Please give them your business.
And just sat down. Hey, you know, it's not like you do this undetected because the workers came up.
Yeah.
There were people eventually walking around, and I said, hey, taps are on. And they're like, you're cool, brother.
They're cool. Everyone was
good.
really
Okay.
cool there.
Well, Dawson, that begs the question.
But that was a great beer. 1:30 in the morning in Alaska when it's not dark.
Yeah.
So the stolen beer is a great
Stolen beer is a great beer.
Okay.
When you do not expect it, when you're like, oh yeah, I can get a beer.
Yeah, but still, that's kind of a post beer too. Yeah, I agree. I love the beer discussion. So great job on that. There was one couple discussions I was kind of iffy on. There's one where the guy had the homeless poll. Who would be best to fit in?
Who would most likely fit in with the homeless people?
Who looks homeless?
No, that was not the poll, Cam. That's why I'm upset. The poll was like, oh, who would be best fit in a homeless
Did you
encampment?
win that one?
No, Dawson, you won.
Okay, yeah, I was like, because seriously,
I came in second place.
Caleb-
Don't
I
worry.
would be
Caitlin came in
totally offended
second.
if I didn't win that one.
Kalen came in second. I came in third, and then Matt and Gary both had a vote. And I thought, okay, but they were treating it as if it was who looks the most homeless. So in fact,
Right.
That's how I interpreted it.
Gary
I
and
will
Matt
be honest.
were upset that they even got one vote. Here's them talking about it.
We're far down, yeah?
You and I only have one vote each, and those guys are.
Who fucking voted for me? I don't know. You silly goose, you.
But it's really a matter of who would fit in the best, who would be able to survive in such a situation.
Sure.
I bet the
Really
same.
taking
survive.
some liberties
Hold
here
on a
with this
second.
poll.
I bet the same
Fuck
poll
that.
I bet the poll would be the same with who would best survive in the middle of a forest or in
Matt.
the wilderness.
Yes,
Is it
Gary.
just
or a
me?
homeless camp.
Is it just me, or is Chris doing exactly what he's accusing us of? He's manipulating the question
Not
in
manipulating
some
the
weird
question.
way.
No, that's the.
What
it's
does
not.
fit in
The
have to
question
do
was
with
not
survive?
who looks the most homeless.
It was also about who can survive.
No, but who would fit
Who
in?
can survive
You-
night
If you fit in,
amongst-
you'll survive because you
Yeah.
can
But
know
I
how
would
the
argue
thing
if
works.
you fit in, you look like them.
You might look like him,
say
too,
that.
but you still fit in. Let's move on. And then let's see here. Oh, I didn't really like this one. Oh, the come and go.
Yeah,
Those are all over. Those are all over the South. I think.
Sure.
Yeah, I think they were obviously named
Still funny.
prior. They are still fun. I don't know
I
how.
don't care how many there are.
people have been flooding in with similar ones on the Facebook group.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I saw like Sexpress
Yeah,
and things.
Safeway Express.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I mean, look, it's fine. We get it. It's fun to laugh at, but they're still around. I can't believe it. It's crazy. They won't change their name. Whatever.
It's wild.
And then also, that I don't like that Kobe copter game.
Neither did I.
Didn't like
good.
that.
We modified it though.
I liked it. That if you ever see it, you get punched.
Right.
There was a game I used to play called Smash Burger. Did you guys ever play this?
I've driven by the restaurant.
I've eaten a smash burger.
Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it wasn't called Smash Burger, but it was just called Smash. It was just called Smash. And this
Super
is,
Smash
Clever.
Brothers.
This is how the game worked.
I have a guess.
Anything that is a sandwich, which kind of goes back to like what is a sandwich or not. But the way that we define a sandwich within the game was anything between two pieces of bread, separate bread. That is a sandwich. And if you are playing the game, it's kind of like the mob. You're in for life. You cannot get out. So if you really want in, you are in, and that means you are susceptible to getting smashed. And by smashed, what, Kalen?
It's just funny. I actually missed the opening rules to that game because I was thinking of the game called Smash.
What game?
It's kind of a game we all play in life, I would say, probably.
What?
Smash is a very common euphemism for having sex.
I know that.
Yeah. So we're all kind of playing Smash in a way.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was just thinking about sex while I was...
Hey. Cool. Well, yeah.
You're in it for life, man.
You're in it for life. So whatever food you have... So if you're in it... So basically...
Listen up, Jen.
You have to... When you're eating any sandwich... You have to take something larger than a quarter. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's larger than a quarter, and place it on top of your burger after you take a bite or your sandwich. If you don't, then anybody who sees your sandwich put down gets to smash your food just as hard as they can.
And you did basically this at restaurants?
Basically ruin your food. We were young. I mean, we were immature. But here's a couple other rules. Anything that you can declare anything you want a sandwich if you'd like to make it a challenge. Like, oh man, this pizza I'm eating is a really great sandwich. And then everybody just turns, what? And so now they're just waiting for you to just forget to put something on top so they can smash your food and destroy your food. And we did it for years. We played the game for years, and you would just forget. And especially when you're having a bad day and you're just in and out, just gets destroyed in front of you.
Well, it's not really like the mob then, because no one's looking around to smash. I mean, if it was like the mob, then you would still be getting your sandwich smashed right now.
Yeah.
Well, if it was like the mob, you'd be dead.
No, I could still get my sandwich smashed, and
or
I
in
would
prison, you could be a rat.
I would. So if my sandwich got smashed, I would understand.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like shocking to me because I am in the mob still.
It's one of those things where you just sort of accept it as like, God, that sucks. But
yeah,
I did that to myself.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the game we would play, and it ruined some friendships.
You ruined some sandwiches.
No, yeah, you just smashed each other's food, and obviously if you smash it, your hand gets all messy too. So it was all part of the game. But the reason you want it in because you want to smash other people's food. But if you want to smash other people's food,
dangerous game.
Chris, what would you say your ratio of smashing to being smashed is?
It was probably 1-to-1.
Yeah,
yeah. It was rough.
Yeah,
because it's very easy to forget to put the shield over your sandwich. And then if you smash something that either had a shield or wasn't technically a sandwich, like the buns were connected in some way, then they could smash your food for free.
All right, now all you listeners, rewind this conversation about 3 minutes, and then when Kaylin mentioned the connotation of the word smashing and how it relates to sex, re-listen to the last several minutes.
Yeah,
and you know what? If one of the people wants to draw it,
we played.
I won't be mad,
dude. We played so much Smash at peg parties.
I bet you did.
It was wild. All right. Oh, and then speaking of foods, we got to talk about this.
Many moons ago, we got into a very heated conversation on the air because Chris insisted that blue food did not exist in nature. To which I replied, what about blueberries? To which he replied, blueberries aren't blue. And then we got into a gigantic argument, again, many, many years ago. Perhaps it needs to be brought back up. Sorry, Chris.
It was unfair. I've been thinking about it for many days. It was unfair for me to bring it up without you being there to defend your ridiculous statements.
What is ridiculous about that?
I've actually listened to that part back since we recorded it, and it makes me laugh every time.
Blueberries are not blue. There is no naturally blue food.
So for our new listeners, would you please explain to me what color blueberries are?
They're more purple. More purple.
Not purple. More purple.
Okay. In fact, I for sure this about from Tom Colicchio. Do you know who that is, Matt?
I feel like I should.
Yeah,
I also feel like maybe you're mispronouncing somebody's name.
Tom Colicchio. He was one of the head chefs on Top Chef, the show, and the place Cut, or I forget what it's called, but yeah, Cut. Yeah. So he is a great chef, and they did a challenge where everyone had to make a food based off a color, and someone got blue, and he's like, "We tricked you because there aren't any blue foods."
Well, he's wrong.
Yeah,
totally wrong. What is blue?
Just because he's a chef doesn't mean
blueberries are blue.
Yeah. Blueberries are not blue. In fact,
I grew them in my garden. They are blue. I can show you a fucking picture.
What are they called?
Blueberries.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
All right,
the defense rests.
Matt, with that argument, are there straws in strawberries?
Oh, God.
This is
got you there,
absolutely
Matt.
insane.
Are there old people in elderberries?
There are memories in memberberries.
Yeah. Are there boys in boysenberries? No.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's also...
I got more, baby. Grapefruit, crab apples, dragon fruit. I'll go on for days. Pineapple. Pineapple.
Sure there's also probably like some flowers out there that are naturally blue. That's food for bugs. I'm just gonna, like that's a blue food.
Well, actually, I I was questioning it myself too. Our blueberries.
Please show that to Chris.
They look pretty blue to me.
That's purple.
Fucking what?
That's
All right.
purple.
You remember a few weeks ago we took a poll?
It's blue.
Wait, hold on.
Of course,
I just
They're
remember
blueberries.
we took a poll here, or someone in a Facebook group posted who amongst us is most likely to be colorblind, and it was a big day for Caleb because he won that poll. But you know what? I think
clear.
it's obvious now, and I should have realized this many years ago when this first got brought up. Chris is the one who's colorblind in this group.
Maybe. Well, I may be colorblind, but I'm also scientific because I went and I looked up a company that took a spectrophotometer used to detect the real colors of foods that we consider blue.
Oh my God, Matt! There are flat earthers
And-
style blueberry people.
Yeah, it was with Ted Allen. You know Ted Allen? He's the host of Chopped. He was also the food connoisseur and wine connoisseur.
I know who Ted Allen
Yeah,
is.
Ted Allen's great.
Yep.
He's got two chefs.
Ted Allen was there, and the
the
device
internet.
bounces white light off of food and then picks up the wavelength of the color reflected back. As it turns out, the foods that we assume to be blue.
Good call.
No, I'm not even going to give you that.
Yes, you
Turns
are.
out the foods
Yes, you
that
are.
we
Galen
assume
is
to be
dying.
blue
Oh my goddamn drop.
are
You
far.
are going to, Chris. I'll do it myself if I have to. Claw.
The claw.
The foods that we assume to be blue are far from true blue. Instead, they're more purple. And so
Just
here,
more
Shut up,
purple.
nerd.
The word "more" is what's defeating all of this.
well, here's them talking about it.
But we still don't know why no food is really true
Ted Allen.
blue.
Plants and animals just don't produce very many blue pigments.
Well, what about the foods that tested bluish?
There's actually no blue pigment here. These foods contain a compound called anthocyanin, which is actually red, but can appear blue according to certain environmental factors like pH.
See?
And eyesight.
Yeah, eyesight also plays a large factor.
Large factor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. No
Great.
true
I
blue
hope this
food.
episode gets pulled down now because you played that clip.
It's misinformation.
And more.
All right, let's take some readings. How about we start with blueberries?
Great idea.
Great idea.
Yeah. Here they
Wait, are
show.
these scripted
The
actors?
white
Yeah.
slash means we took a reading. So, Randy, plot that on the graph for us, please.
Wow. The blueberry actually does not go very far down into the blue area of the chart at all.
Which is kind of strange, because this was the one that I thought was going to be the bluest.
This
Go figure.
time
Okay, so
before you are
blueberries aren't
married
blue.
And right when you've taken your wife or your girlfriend on a vacation, because in about 6 months, if Jen hears that you've spent time pulling fucking blueberry facts off the internet to play on your podcast, she's gonna fucking kill you.
Well, I just look. If we're talking about the spreading of misinformation, I'm here to tell you guys there's no true blue food.
I just feel like any whack job can go on TV and be like, "We've created a device here that says when you point it at foods, it'll register as a certain color." Like, I could
whack
fucking
job,
do that.
Any whack job,
That's right.
Matt? How dare you? This is all science, my
How do you
friend.
explain Blue Blast power drink?
I forgot about that.
Oh
That's a good
yeah,
point.
that's not a. Well, I'm talking about natural foods. That was
Okay, yeah,
kinda
that's true. I didn't even
Matt.
get into blue popsicles or blue ice cream,
Blue raspberry.
There's blue
blue
ices.
raspberries. Duh.
All right. Well, anyway, that made
Sonic
me
now has like red, white, and blue afloat. I saw a commercial for it, so there's a blue food,
I saw
and it seems natural.
Brian's wife cooked a red, white, and blue cake. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Blue cake. It exists.
It's purple.
Blue cotton candy.
Blueberries are purple.
Yep.
And zucchini.
Blueberries are purple. All right.
Blueberry
zucchinis are blue.
pancakes are blue.
That's right.
There you go.
All right, you guys can say whatever sense you want. I have
Blueberry
the science
muffins?
to back it.
Yeah.
Yeah, blueberries are purple.
No, you have a clip from a show no
I'm
one
getting.
watches.
I'm getting. Oh, nobody watches the Food Network.
Well, everyone who was watching it on YouTube just now, so
Yeah.
that's totally fine.
Yeah, I appreciate that you
Chris had
ran
it
the
right
video during while it played.
No, it's just audio.
No, it should have been video. The Patreon users will know it's always video.
Yeah, it was just audio. All right. Anyway, let's get you guys. Well, anyways, those are my Christopher comments. Great job with the Shay. I love the. Oh, pool foods, Dawson. Do you have any pool foods that you like?
Pool foods?
Yeah, to eat in the pool. They're
Yeah,
talking
we
about
talked
that.
I don't eat
Yeah.
in the pool.
That's why
You're missing out.
Yeah.
You are
Don't
missing
eat
out.
in the
Missing out.
pool. It's messy.
You know what actually be pretty good pool
Matt's got
food?
some thoughts.
Drink in the pool.
Blueberries?
Don't eat
Blueberries.
in the pool.
That's right. That's exactly right, Kalen.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into some comments from the Facebook.
Some
page. You
actual
guys down?
comments.
Yeah. You
All
guys-
right, cool.
you guys- oh wait. Oh yeah. There's no outro in this show. All right. Here we go.
Now it's time for listener
All right, and this is all listener comments and claim mail found on our Facebook page. And please,
like that.
everybody,
I don't
join
either.
the
That's
Facebook
not
page.
cool.
It's facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. It's very easy. And I actually do have some client mail here.
No, you do not. Don't do that. How dare you?
Mail.
How dare you? That is from producer Lily, and she would not like that. Do not do that.
Klon mail.
No.
No.
The Wrath of Klon.
Yeah, see, I don't like this.
I don't like Star Trek.
I don't like this either, Gary, but he is holding a physical envelope that says Clawment on it. Oh, it says Clawment, but it's an envelope.
But it's claw mail.
There's no stamp on it, though, so it didn't actually go in the mail.
It was hand-delivered. It was not in the mail.
Mail can't be hand-delivered?
That's a good point.
Mail would have to have a stamp on it. It was... No.
All right, fine.
It's a clawment.
So this is a clawment, then, written on paper.
All right, let's see it.
In the form of claw mail. All right.
No. Don't.
She just writes, Dear Bobo Boys, here's an undisclosed amount of money for Philippe's. Enjoy, doodah, and love producer LL.
Wow. Thank you.
I'm holding it.
An undisclosed amount. $100 bill.
Yep.
Oh, now you're getting it in your hair.
Now, that last bit.
Does it lose value?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's $1 a day every time.
That's outrageous.
I get some outrest.
Yep.
Thank you, Laura Lee. Jeez,
Thanks,
that's so nice.
Yeah.
And now, Gary, what do we do?
I think we go to Philippe's.
Yeah, dude, let's get some fucking dip.
Send the kid.
Got any dip?
Yeah, I love Philippe's. Thank you again, Laura. That's way too kind of you. All right, let's get into the comments on the Facebook page.
Let's do it.
So Eric Lepore, he had this question. It's a current debate he had amongst friends, and he wants to know where we stand. And it's would you rather fight a chicken to the death every time you got into a car, or fight a chimpanzee to the death once a year, but you get a sword?
Does the chimpanzee get a sword too?
that does not yet to be. I don't think so. But Eric says I'd pick the chimpanzee. You have a year to train. The chicken is also smaller.
But if you got a sword, what do you fucking got to train for?
It will eventually mentally wear you down. That was my thing too. It's like once a year I just get this sword and I have to kill a chimpanzee.
Down a chimp.
Yeah, so I think
you guys are underestimating a chimpanzee.
Yeah, that's I think the closest thing to a human.
Chimpanzee, but the chimpanzee doesn't know how to use a sword. Doesn't know what a sword is coming at him. You just take a slice out of him.
Yeah, but
but you're killing a chimpanzee. Like a chicken. Okay, they don't have a lot of cognitive abilities.
Plus, dinner,
a chimp
baby.
is a very
now, what
self-aware.
If you really, can you eat the chicken?
Why not?
Of course.
You have to fight a chicken to the death. No, but you get.
Well, it's not really fighting. You just got to get a hold of him and break his neck.
I would pick the chicken.
You have to pick the chicken.
I couldn't kill a chimpanzee.
Because the chicken, you never die.
Especially with a sword.
You never die in the chicken scenario, but you could easily die in the chimpanzee scenario.
This is every time you get into a car.
This is every time.
This is like
that's a lot of
fucking
Think
chickens.
about it's gonna wear you down. It's gonna be an inconvenience.
No doubt.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna live.
You have a whole year to train, though.
Yeah, but then that's all your life is about is training for your chimpanzee.
So you become a
What
ninja.
kind of life
You
is
become
that?
a ninja by default.
Bro, what kind of life is that? I'm not doing it. Give me the chicken.
You'd kill the chicken.
I go chicken.
I'd
Your
have
car
to kill
would
the
get so
chicken
messy,
too.
Gary.
I think it'd take a very emotional toll killing a chimpanzee.
Think of all the money you'd save on
doesn't know
food,
what's going
too.
on.
All the chickens.
A chicken's a chicken. You're going to eat them later.
Yeah.
But like you're taking your kid to school in the morning. Like it's not always going to just be you getting into the car.
One guy in the comments was like, "It has to be a chimp because I'm a mechanic."
Yeah. You later in life, you're helping your old man out. You know, you're helping him get to the grocery store when he can't get into the Publix without fighting a fucking gorilla on the way back.
Someone needs a ride. You have to tell them, "You don't pick
Where
me."
are you from?
Yeah.
I was just referencing someone on the East Coast.
Yeah, don't pick
where
me
Grandpa would live.
to give you a ride or anything.
Yeah,
because it's a hassle. We're probably going to be late. Yeah, chimpanzee is the answer.
Live your life,
and
just
I will
live your life.
I'll be able to get in my car much as I want.
I would beat the system. I would say I will kill the chicken. I'll take the chicken, but then I'll buy a motorcycle.
Okay.
Oh,
that's actually
interesting.
Not a terrible idea.
Yeah, how does that work?
Get a motorcycle.
Well,
get a motorcycle.
Yeah.
The thing is car, so
yeah, dude.
That is a pretty good.
I may get into a car once a week if I got like a Vespa.
There you go.
But Doss, what about the nights where you've had a little too much to drink? You call the Uber.
Oh shit!
Like you're gonna you want to deal with
if you have to
that
kill
poor
a chicken
Uber driver?
drunk?
You want to deal with that? There's probably a fee in the Uber.
Nah, I'd do it. I'd take it. I'd take it over chimp. For
All
sure.
right.
So do you think that the chicken would just like spontaneously appear in the Uber and the driver would just be super confused? Dawson opens the door. He's like, I got to do this thing. Just give me a minute.
chicken.
It's just too inconvenient.
Yeah.
Just bat it back this way. Don't worry, he ain't going to live long.
I'm just going to say, too, you guys are eliminating the fact that a chicken could kill you. But I've heard some stories, dude. Find a chicken with a knife. Yeah. You know, we've read stories like that on the news.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you're going to have a chicken
with nunchucks.
Yeah.
You're done.
If the chicken was armed, it's a whole different situation.
All right, well,
I'll grant you that, Matt.
Maybe you drop your keys for a second. Next thing you know, chicken's got keys pointed at you. Mm-hmm. Then what, Gary?
Well, Chris was held at sheer point.
Yeah,
it's
like
key point.
Like Dawson's like, oh yeah, killing a chimp, that would do something mentally to you. If you killed a chicken every time you got into a car, that would do something mentally to you too.
Yeah.
My mom killed a chicken every day growing up since she was like 6 years old.
Yeah, no, look, I'm not. There are people who did, but yeah,
but she had to kill a chicken every day for dinner.
Yeah,
it's wild.
You can consume all the chickens that you kill if you did that, Dawson.
I'm feeling more and more vindicated the more we talk.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'm moving on then. I don't want you to feel that. Rob Dodson Jr. He just wrote "Sorry, Kaylin," and then there was a GIF/meme. It was a meme. Michael. It said Michael Biehn.
Oh.
The only man ever killed by a Terminator, an alien, Doc Holliday, and a Mandalorian.
Doc Holliday.
Big shoes to fill.
But he didn't get killed by an alien. Right?
Uh-oh.
So, respond to this
Whoever
meme.
made that meme.
I guess that meme is just incorrect.
As a kid going to your dad's premieres, did it bother you like seeing your dad get killed on screen? Was that weird?
The only time it really... My mom wouldn't let me watch The Rock growing up because she thought that one would upset me too much. And it did a little bit, but he goes out in like such an epic fashion.
Epic scene.
That I just kind of don't, it didn't hurt that bad. It was such an epic scene. The one that hurt was Tombstone.
I cannot give that order.
that Doc Holliday shooting him, that one got me as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was really upset after that one.
Oh. Yeah, that must be weird as a kid, just like kind of confusing.
Yeah, but then you get older and
you
it's pretty fucking sweet, like being a Tombstone and getting killed by Doc Holliday.
I didn't realize this, but like, so among the internet, the real meme for like guys that get killed and everything they're in is Sean Bean, another Bean, spelled differently.
Sure. Yeah,
So Sean Bean and Michael Bean. So if you're acting and your last name is Bean,
be careful.
Be careful.
Probably gonna die.
Yeah, dude, Mr. Bean as well.
Oh yeah,
Several
Mr.
of those
Bean
had really dark endings. A lot of people don't know that.
I always turn it off early.
Yeah.
Yeah, people get tired of it. They're like, this isn't funny, but...
Never watch the post-credit stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean movies. Tony Magbanua, he says, since it was brought up a few weeks ago, I made my wife watch Surf Ninjas last night.
Yeah, who did he make watch?
Tony Magbanua. So he made, my wife.
Thank you.
I did that one pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It came a little late. But
I made my wife watch Surf Ninjas last night.
Wow.
Classic. Dude. Kwansu. Doss, you've seen Surf Ninjas, right?
Yeah, 3 times, dude.
Yeah, right after he finished listening to our podcast.
So good. So good.
2 brothers.
Yeah, that's
they
what it
all
was.
of a sudden have ninja powers.
And they're doing ninja stuff.
And
on
one of the
surfboards.
brothers is playing a Game Gear, and what happens in the Game Gear happens in real life.
It's based on a true story.
No, you're telling me, man.
It's a documentary.
I almost wrote that movie.
Well, Tony says, I totally forgot Rob Schneider was in it.
How about now, Dawson?
Yeah, he played Bob Nider.
Yeah.
And
that's the guy.
So Tony says, it made me think, what is PRS?
Mm-hmm.
Peak Rob Schneider.
It's got to be in The Waterboy.
You can do it?
Good.
Yeah.
I was going to say the making copies guy on SNL.
Oh, yeah. That one's good.
I'll agree on that.
That they redid that on David Spade's like newer comedy show. They like brought that back, yeah.
Nice.
So that was really great. What about you, Kaylin? What's your peak Rob Schneider?
My peak Rob Schneider is probably Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
He's pretty great in that as well. That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. I might have to change. and
Mine's
agree with
Big
you.
Daddy.
Yeah, Big Daddy. That's a good answer.
And, sorry, Josh. What was yours?
Same as Matt's.
Same as Matt's. That's right. Well, anyway. Oh, and Surf Ninjas.
Got out of that one easy.
Rob Schneider and Surf Ninjas taught me about chives. Speaking of
interesting.
Jay Fond du Lac, because he was chopping up chives. Like, you don't want chives?
Steakhouse hasn't taught you about chives?
You want chives?
You haven't lived.
I didn't go to a steakhouse when I was that young.
Okay.
I was a kid. I learned about chives.
Yeah. Well, you got to learn something from the movies. At least you learned about vegetation.
Yeah.
Edible vegetation.
It's going to be a future Slumdog Millionaire moment.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Donald Powell, he says, I'm afraid to post this, but here goes. And then he posted a tweet thread of two people shocked with each other over scooping jelly for peanut butter and jelly with a knife or a spoon. So one guy was like, oh, I use a knife. How do you use a spoon? That person's like, I only use spoons. So where do you guys stand when you're spreading jelly on your PB&Js?
Knife.
If I ate them, I would go with a knife.
What if someone else was eating it?
Then, I may go spoon. I don't know. Just for fun.
But does it shock you with the spoon? Does it shock you?
I feel like the jelly might be easier with the spoon, but not with the peanut butter.
Here's the thing, Chris. This did not shock me, but I'd never heard of it before, and I tried it after I saw it.
Oh.
It's fine.
It worked just fine.
Yeah, you can spread with a spoon.
Sure can.
But if you're an adult, you use a knife.
Yeah.
Well, what about the guys like the pizza makers who put the sauce on and then they do that circular motion with the curvy part of the spoon?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. There must be a reason for that.
That's a good point.
1 scoop of sauce is what you need on the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You dump it in the middle and spread it out.
Yeah.
And
So Chris is arguing that you could
your
use a
measurement
spoon for the same thing. You do a spoonful.
More of a ladle.
Yeah, but it's a ladle, and the reason they use the ladle is there's an exact precise amount of sauce and it's a ladleful.
No, I was saying to spread it though. Why aren't they getting a knife to spread that shit? Why are they using?
Why use
spoon?
2 things? If you haven't why use 2 things?
What if there's a precise?
I want to know if there are people who use a knife for the peanut butter and then a spoon for the jelly, because that's just insane.
Sure.
Well, if you're using 2 things, now I understand if you go spoon all the way,
right,
knife all the way. Make your choice, and stick with it.
But what about cross-contamination? I mean,
it's cross-contaminated when you put it together.
But you can't take the peanut butter into the jelly.
You wipe the peanut butter off on the bread,
everyone knows
and
that
you have the clean knife.
Yeah. And I'm
going to further bread contamination.
I'm going to further. I want to further Dawson's point because I'm with him. You got to use one instrument all the way through. And sure, you could use a spoon for the spreading of both the peanut butter and the jelly, although it would be crazy. But what happens when you need to cut that sandwich in half? You're going to cut it with a spoon? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh.
The knife will really get you all the way home.
Yeah.
And if it's a terrible sandwich, you can cut your own throat. I'm sorry, what?
I agree with 2/3 of Matt's strategy there. I like it. Yeah, because I don't like cutting my sandwiches in half. All right, let's see here. Andrew I'm kidding. Andrew Coleman. He says he's talking about the hotel show we did on ACS DOS. He says, I'm so disappointed to hear Loxamana's reference of Van Halen's Green M&M's legend as an example of artist entitlement. It was on Curl's own show that David Lee Roth shared the story behind that rider clause. It was all about safety and stage production readiness. Shame on you, blah, blah, blah. Better yet, I don't play that clip in classics. It's a great rock and roll story, probably the most misunderstood rider clause in history. Woof, woof. Andrew, we were doing a show from a hotel room.
Yeah,
we were jet lagged.
Yeah.
I was saying a joke. I missed.
I think it was brown M&Ms too.
All they did.
My feelers are going off, and I'm like, fuck, shut up.
Yeah, we were tired. We had a flight to catch. We did a podcast, and Adam was just really hung up on masks the entire time, and I wanted to just throw a joke in there to kind of break any sort of tension, and I missed. Whatever, it happens. Yeah. You don't have to be that disappointed in me.
So suck a dick, pal.
No.
Wow. Please do subscribe at patreon.com/watercooler.
But yeah,
we do love you and value you.
I threw something out there to see if something would bite. Sometimes you fish, and by the way, all my references are fishing references for the next few years.
That's going to be fun.
Sometimes you throw the bait in. You're not going to pull anything up. It happens. You just throw it back in later.
Warm up that cioppino and it just stinks up the whole office. What are you going to do?
How long is it until we have salmon cioppino cooking up in that microwave?
Cioppino
came back with a big old fucking cooler of fish.
We haven't really got anything. Did you get anything yet?
I got some salmon. You got to get from Adam.
I haven't gotten any. I caught the largest salmon and the most salmon, and I have 0 salmon.
Wow. You got to talk to the boss man.
Talk to the boss man.
I thought it was because Adam declared that we're all just going to split this evenly. Everybody put the and I said, no problem.
You know what?
But where is my fair share of salmon?
Has that ever happened where we got a large share of something because of us, and we all decided, let's all share it, and then he came back to work and said, "Where's my pyramid?" and then decided, I thought this was all mine.
All right, I'll ask Adam because I want my salmon.
Dawson, you're treading on dangerous territory. You're treading into leftovers territory where Adam paid for the meal and he's entitled to the leftovers.
Those aren't leftovers. I worked for those.
But you would have never gone on that trip.
I understand.
If it wasn't for Adam.
I
You
still
pay
want
for that
my
hotel?
salmon.
You were
pay for that
you were a
flight?
hired gun just trying
Adam
to feed
didn't
Adam.
pay for that hotel either.
Well,
we got the hotel for free, and yes,
No.
I paid for my flight.
No,
we got the hotel for free.
We didn't do it all for free. Please, everybody, go to King Salmon Lodge and support them. They're killer. Just look at them on Instagram. They're awesome.
They're clearly just waiting for all 5 of us to come up there.
Stephen Schumacher. Oh, he was at the Northside Hospital Labor and Delivery, and he said, "Good morning from Atlanta. Say hello to the newest Bobo girl. Respect all newborns." Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Stephen Schumacher.
You did it.
And then
Again.
Oh, good.
I said, did it again.
Oh, you did it again. Yes, very flickable. And I wrote that's a beautiful looking chimichanga. For Doug.
Yep.
Best, and then he put up a poll. He wanted to know the best pool soup based off of Matt Shea Fond du Lac.
Pool soup? This is insanity.
You really got to listen to the show when you're not on it, dude.
You know what, Dawson? We did you the courtesy of doing it without you
Thank
here.
you.
Now
Thank
you just
you.
have to suffer through one question about it.
Best pool soup.
Pool soup is fucking taking the world by storm.
really
all right?
is, man.
So don't
God.
even.
My mouth's watering, but this poll was.
You know what, Dawson? I'm an ideas man, and
These are not good ideas.
we'll let time be the judge. Once again.
The group voted on Facebook. Sangria won, number one by a landslide.
I voted for that too.
That's a good pool
But
soup.
pool soup. If I eat it with a spoon, is it not
can
soup?
you eat it with a spoon? The answer is yes.
Chicken.
Got chunks of fruit in it. It's absolutely soup. That's insane to think it's not pool soup.
This is where
Sounds like soup to me.
This is where I was bothered. Chicken pool noodle.
That's good. That was good.
Clam
You guys know
chowder.
what pool noodles are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Clam chowder next in third place.
But love me some clam.
Gazpacho. And then lastly, chicken noodle. So chicken pool noodle beat chicken noodle.
And rightfully so.
It absolutely should. That's hilarious. I'm shocked there's no chipino.
Probably the worst
that's something
pool
I'm shocked
soup
about,
is,
too.
is menudo.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Wow,
I'd do
Chris.
it. I'd do it.
That shows you how much people hate the idea of warming up chipino in a workplace that no one will even joke about it.
Dude, chipino's so good. I'd warm it up again. I'm not afraid. Well, anyway, that does it for our comments. Thanks, everybody, for writing in.
Thanks for listening. Yeah,
Yes,
thank
you.
Thanks for seeing or hearing right away that Chris and Dawson were not going to be on the show, and then still listening to the entire episode. We really appreciate it.
Well, Kalen was very, very excited. I don't even remember, but
We got no Dawson. We got no Chris.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Yay.
so I mean that might have been everybody. Now that I think about it, Kalen.
That was a good episode.
It was a really great episode. Well, thanks again. Look, we had a shame. Maybe we save for the Patreon.
Oh yeah, sure.
You
I
guys
guess so.
think? Or did we? How long have we been going?
An hour.
There was a.
Wow. Good Lord. Do you guys remember when we were watching Beverly Hills Ninja and there was a timer that was ticking down in the movie and it said like 15 minutes left and Dawson was like, there's 15 minutes left in this movie? And then I made a joke. I'm like, when they cut back, it's going to say like 14 minutes, even though there's been 5 minutes of screen time. And sure enough, it was 15 minutes took about 35 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Dawson was very upset.
Jen listened to the Girl Next Door one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been watching
Is she still willing to marry you?
I was very surprised too. She did have questions. But yeah, so she was. So I mean, look, if people want to subscribe to Watercool, like you may not be able to watch the movie or don't have time to watch the movie, you can just listen to it. We hang. We just talk over it. So
we did pretty much nonstop talking.
Yeah. So just a more incentive to you to check out patreon.com/watercooler.
Yep.
Very nice and clean.
And we're talking about adding some new benefits as well. We don't need to get into specifics yet, but
yeah,
that Mala money might get you somewhere.
That's right. We'll do some benefits, and then look. There's a lot of talk about a meetup sometime. We got to figure out a good meetup to do. People are trying to get together. The Boba Boys want to congregate, and I'm all for it. Maybe would we be willing to travel, or should we have them come to us?
Oh, Gary Gary Ghost has a good solution for this. We'll talk about it off air.
I like it. All right, so we'll make sure to do that, and let's get our plug in. There was a part of me, Gary, that's like, oh, you want longest episode? I'll give you longest episode, but let's just save it for
Dawson says now.
But yeah, Dawson,
you can have it, dude. You can have all the longest episodes.
All right, we'll get out of here, and we'll be back for Patreon later. So let's get our plugs in and GTFO. And I will start with Kaylin. What do you think we should check out?
Well, I guess since we're axing Flicking the Bean as well, too.
Oh, dang.
Then
Jesus,
you could watch.
Oh, Kaylin brought us the laptop. Do you want to do it?
No. Now the whole audience will get a chance to watch the Tomorrow War for themselves before I do my review on Patreon.
Nice.
That's good.
The Tomorrow War. All right. Everybody watch it. Do your homework. And
it's on Amazon.
And Kaylin will flick it. Oh, you should do spoilers then.
No, because I want to watch it. Wait, like not in the next 2 days.
Me too. Don't do spoilers.
Man, I like spoilers. Like sometimes I think it'd be nice if there will be spoilers, but I guess not.
Yeah. It'd be great if that was a thing.
Yep.
Gary, what about you?
I'd like to plug Flicking the Bean. I think it's really great, and I don't think we should never overlook it.
Thank you, Gary.
I'll freaking press the button, man. I'll make it go. You really want it? I can make it go. I can make it happen. It's one click away.
I'd like to plug the Water Coolers Patreon. We're going to add a few things there coming up, and thank you guys so much for the support. Patreon.com/watercooler, and welcome back, Chris and Dawson.
Yes. Yeah. Matt, do you have anything to plug?
I sure do. I am part of the relaunch of Sword and Scale Rewind, which is a after-show commentary, ssrewind.com, or you can go to Sword and Scale Rewind. Just type that into any of your podcast apps. Please check it out. The first episode is live. It's me. It's Ian Bagg. It's Sword and Scale creator Mike Boudet breaking down an episode about wrong way drivers, which was kind of crazy. A lot of people die because other people purposely get on the wrong side of the road and then intentionally try to ram their cars into them.
Oh,
it's fucking crazy.
That's awful.
Wow.
Yeah. It's awful when you hear Sword and Scale and then you hear Sword and Scale Rewind and then you laugh about all of the horrible things you just heard. Somehow it works.
Oh, death and murder.
Yep.
No, but
it's
it
true
does
crime
work.
comedy. It's true crime comedy.
And also they got some, like Ian put up a really funny cartoon they did. Like they're making cartoons of that
we
now.
have an animator that we're working with that's going to be doing stuff for us every week.
Why isn't anybody animating us?
I don't know. Didn't one of our Patreon listeners promise us a dog cartoon?
She's working on it.
Okay. Anyway, Sword and Scale Rewind every week. Next week, we're covering another hilarious story of murder.
Do you plug the water cooler on it?
I do.
Oh,
I certainly
thank you.
do. Yeah.
Great. All right, check it out and just watch the cartoon. That'll get you hooked.
Yeah, there's a clip. I posted it on Twitter. I'm on Twitter.
Awesome seeing
Matt Fondelier.
Yeah, at Matt Fondelier, and see Matt in cartoon version.
That's right.
And then go subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, then please go subscribe because there's plenty more where that came from.
Yep.
Das, where should we go for you?
Live music back this Saturday night, at least as far as we are concerned. Chris's band, Loxy, my band, The Smokin' Kills, and another band, The Fallen Stars, all playing at South Bay Customs. This Saturday, music starts at 7 with my band. It's an early night because the drummer that we're playing with this time, he's got another show in L.A. at 9.
Yes, I remember this.
So music starts early. Get out there early. My band will play at 7. Chris's band at 8. Other band at 9. And South Bay Customs tickets at southbaycustoms.net. It's in El Segundo. Hope to see you there.
Yes, please go to that, and then I'll announce some other shows I'm doing this month next week. But thank you again so much to everybody for listening, for being part of this show, for commenting. It's so good to be back, and we'll see you later this week for Patreon. We love it. Goodbye.
All right.
Yep. Oh, that was fun. Great job. I'm excited to hear more about your food and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to purposely, I'm not going to have a Shay.
Yeah, we can.
Because you guys should just do it for...
We can cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a lot of fish?
No. You'd be surprised. Yeah, we had a lot.
Now, Chris, you understand that you just dropped the $100, and that Adam's going to find it and keep it.
It's in the trash.
It landed in the trash bin, by the way. It's in the trash.
Leave that in the video. Leave that in the video, you son of a bitch. Oh, my God.
At FedEx, we're making lower emission vehicles our priority because Earth is our priority. Our goal is to be carbon neutral by 2040. We call it Priority Earth. FedEx, where now meets next.
With MailChimp, you get a whole lot more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales. That means you can connect your data to make more informed, smarter decisions. And you get powerful automation tools like our Customer Journey Builder to ensure you never miss an opportunity to turn shoppers into loyal customers. So if you're ready to integrate your marketing and boost sales, get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.